I'm going to try and keep this short and sweet. Does the A6600 overheat? For the last few years, the majority of my work has been done on an A6300. It's a great camera, shoots in 4K, has awesome slow motion and autofocus. However, it is notoriously famous and very bad for overheating at the worst possible time. However, I recently did pick up the Sony A6600, which is supposed to fix a lot of the issues that the 6300 suffered from. So now it's got unlimited recording, and it's got a flip screen, it's got a headphone jack, and also it's supposed to fix the overheating issue a little bit. I'm not going to do the usual YouTube thing today where you just drag out the video for about 4 weeks. So let's just get started. Right, so basically I've come up with this test. Well, I'm going to come up with it and set it out in a minute. So I've currently got these cameras here. I've got the 6300 and the 6600. Both are going to have official Sony batteries attached to them. The screens are going to be flipped out to alleviate any ridiculous overheating. And then I'm going to play them both in 4K in picture profile Cine 4. That way I've got them both set up exactly the same with the same settings, and the only variables now are really the camera body itself and the battery. So hopefully this test will be pretty fair and we'll be able to see if anything overheats and how long the batteries last and any other issues like that. So let's get started. So as you've seen there, unsurprisingly, the A6300 overheated after 23-24 minutes or so. I'm not surprised at all, mostly because it's been doing it for years and it's a very well-known issue for that camera. However, I am happy to report that the 6600 is still going strong. It's not overheated, there's no signs of that at all, and the battery life is still really good so far. After continuing the test for what felt like forever, the A6600 basically it ran out of SD card space before the battery died and before it overheated. I was using a 128GB card recording in 4K and we got 2 hours 40 worth of footage before it stopped recording. However, we still had 20% of battery left, around there anyway, and also we didn't once get any overheating warning signs or nothing turned off, so I'm very surprised, but also pleasantly surprised about how well it performed compared to the old camera I was using. Obviously, this wasn't the most scientific of tests. I just did it in my house, which was in England, not the warmest place in the world. I know it was probably around 20 degrees or so, but I did get around 2.5 hours, 2 hours 40 out of this, which for the majority of people is more than enough. In most of my situations, and I do it professionally, I don't often need to record for that long. If I do ceremonies and speeches and stuff at weddings, it's usually about an hour or so. So 2.5, 3 hours worth of record time is more than enough. For me, at least, anyway. However, I will say this though, I haven't had this camera that long, so I haven't done extensive testing on this stuff, and I haven't used it in different weathers and temperatures, so your mileage may kind of vary depending on where you live and what you're recording and where you are. So in summer, you might get less time, you might even get it to overheat at some point, but it's something that I need to test when the time comes to it. But I'm assuming, well, I'm more hoping that it doesn't overheat. Sony has a notorious reputation for making cameras that do overheat, so I'm hoping these latest iterations, these updates that they're like pushing out now, kind of have solved that issue for good. From the looks of it though, Sony seem to be pushing things in the right direction, and I hope it continues to go that way. At the moment though, with this camera and the way it's set up and the tests I've done, it seems like it's the perfect camera for me, for my setup. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video and found it useful. I am still playing around with this camera, so I'm going to be learning a lot more about it over the next few months. So if you have any more questions, leave it in the comments down below. I'll try and get around to make a video and testing things out with it. If you did enjoy this video, remember to give me a like and comment down below. Also subscribe, because I'll be uploading more videos in the future. And if you want to check it out and see what it looks like in a live stream situation, I'll be streaming on Twitch, and I'll leave the link in the doobly-doo down below. I'll see you all in the next one though. Have a good one. Night Owl out. Peace!